Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Retire to Rome. Today we are headed up a hill to Spielberg Castle, and we're literally climbing a hill. We're going to take you along for the journey.
Yeah, this castle has stood guard over the city of Brno for over 800 years, and it's got a lot of interesting stories to tell. So come along with us and we'll show you some of the highlights.
Built in the 13th century, it started as a royal castle, but over time, it transformed into one of the most dreaded prisons in the Habsburg Empire.
Today, Spielberg is home to the Brno City Museum.
Another interesting fact is that during World War II, the Nazis used the facility as a prison once again, and the prison was said to be quite notable, that it was designed to break the spirit as well as the body due to its difficult environment. The dungeons were quite cold and wet, and the prisoners were said to be chained, so it was just a very difficult situation to survive.
If you're like us, budget conscious but curious, this is a great deal. Entry is affordable and the grounds are free to wander, and it has great sweeping views of the city below.
So we are in Freedom Square now, and we are looking at the what, Russell?
They call it the astronomical or the atomic clock. And like every day at 11 o'clock, people gather around because it spits out a silver or just a clear marble.
And apparently every 15 minutes leading up to 11 o'clock, I guess it kind of rotates. Yeah. You can see the top is rotating now.
And it drops that marble down every little stage until finally at 11 it drops it down into this bottom where they can get it.
So what do the marble is like Russell said, a souvenir if you get it. And you can see there are a ton of people around trying to grab this one marble. There's actually 4, I guess, holes or openings where the marble can actually come out, and no one knows where it's coming out at. It's just a 1 in 4 chance. But
you have to get here early in the morning to grab a spot. If not, you can see right now the 4 spots are taken.
We got here around 10, and there were about 4 or 5 people here. But of course now, here it goes. We're gonna see. Oh, this guy got it. Maybe we can see it. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's kind of an orange marble.
Yeah.
That's neat. It does spin around at the top and apparently tells time, although
it's easier just to look right over here.
Yeah, everyone says try and figure it out and then just look across the street at the actual clock, and then you can tell what time it is. But it has been, I guess, I don't want to say the word ridiculed, but it looks like a bullet.
Kind of looks like a bullet.
And then other people say it looks like part of maybe something else. Apparently, the Swedes had taken control, or were trying to take control of Brno at one point.
It was like a 30-year war.
Yeah, during the 30-year war. Not sure if you heard Russell or not, but they told the people that if they had not taken hold of the city by 12 noon that particular day, that they would leave. And so the leaders of the city decided that they would go in and sound the clock an hour early. At 11 instead of noon. And it tricked the Swedish army into believing it was already noon, so they left the city, and the locals were, I guess, saved.
And that's why this clock does every day at 11 o'clock in remembrance of that. All right, as we pass through the old town, we come into another historical spot in Brno called Zelny. But in English, that's vegetable market, but the locals just call it Zelnik. This isn't just any market, it's a living piece of history. Believe it or not, the square has been a marketplace for over 850 years. It was active even before Brno was officially a city. We're talking centuries of commerce, culture, and community all happening right here. At the center of it all is the stunning Parnas fountain. This isn't just a pretty water feature, it's a Baroque masterpiece from the late 1600s. It's a real architectural statement right in the middle of the square. But the cool factor doesn't stop there. Beneath our feet lies a fascinating secret, the labyrinth under the vegetable market. These are old cellars and a network of medieval tunnels and rooms. Historically, they were used for everything from food storage to brewing beer and even as hideouts during conflicts. Today you can explore them and get a unique look into what life was like centuries ago. Now we're here at the old town hall, and we're going to talk about the legend of the Crooked Pinnacle. The story goes that the renowned late Gothic sculptor and architect was commissioned by the Brno City Council to create the magnificent Gothic portal on the old town hall. He delivered a truly beautiful and intricate work, but however, a dispute arose over his payment. The town councilors, being a bit crooked themselves, allegedly tried to shortchange him on their promise of a substantial fee. Furious at their dishonesty, the architect sought a subtle but permanent revenge. Before the portal was officially unveiled, he secretly climbed the scaffolding and deliberately carved one of the central pinnacles on the portal in a crooked manner. This was his permanent reminder to the city council and all who passed by of their own crooked dealings. So passing underneath this pinnacle on the old town hall, you walk through one of the most popular attractions here in Brno, and it's the dragon. It's one of the city's most famous and intriguing symbols, found hanging here in the passage of the old town hall. So here's what's interesting about it. It's not a dragon, it's a crocodile. The most fascinating fact is that despite being called the Brno dragon, the creature is actually a stuffed Nile crocodile. Local legend tells of a terrifying dragon that terrorized Brno, devouring livestock and attacking citizens. But a clever butcher devised a plan. He stuffed an animal hide with caustic lime and left it for the dragon to eat. The dragon, consumed by thirst after eating the lime, drank so much water from the Sratka River that the lime expanded inside its stomach, causing it to explode. The butcher was rewarded and the city was saved. The actual crocodile is believed to have arrived in Brno as a diplomatic gift in the 16th century. It's thought to have been brought by a visiting dignitary. Regardless of its true origin, the Brno dragon has become an enduring symbol of the city, representing its triumph over adversity and adding a touch of folklore to its history.
In our next video, we're going to show you an ossuary and a number of beautiful Gothic cathedrals here in Brno. We hope that you'll join us. Be sure and hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day.